Hello and welcome to a very jammed up screen, because this is my review of the LEGO City 60271 main square, which is a fairly big set. Well, yeah, it's big, and it comes with a lot of different things, which we're going to look at each one in this one video. But I'm going to start with the minifigures and let's take it from there. Here are 4 minifigures, and these 4 all are named. We have, from left to right, Mayor Fleck, then we have Duke Detain, then we have Freya McLeod, and then we have the Snake Rattler. So, he's the mayor, police man, fire chief, and then criminal. And I think all of them look quite good. There's a lot of Freya McLeods and Duke Detains, but Mayor Fleck is exclusive, and I think Snake Rattler's only in one other set, maybe 2. There he is. He's got a big money sign on the back of his torso there, and this cup is printed with the little toasting marshmallow, and that is just kind of a piece that fits over him. I believe it's the same one that was used in the minifigures, LEGO minifigures series. I can't remember which series, 17 or something. But there's his torso underneath and his face. And Duke Detain has an alternate face. Freya McLeod has an alternate face as well. So she's covered in mud there, or something. Well, yeah. But that's them all. So let's go on to some more. Here we have more minifigures. The 2 on the left are also named. They are, from left to right, Poppy Star and Harl Hubs. Harl Hubs is in a absolute ton of sets. And Poppy Star, I think, is in only one other, but I may be wrong. She has a guitar there. I'll take that away so you can see the rest of her torso. And Hull Hubs has the torso on that he usually has, and he also has that kind of belt piece. And then the 2 on the right are the limo driver and the, well, I don't really know. He can be almost anything, but I think he's intended to be somebody in the town hall. And yeah, they look good. There's a very faint little bit of printing on the back of that torso, but they look good. And alternate face there for singing, alternate face there for concentrating, and no alternate faces there. Here are the final adults, and all of these don't necessarily have a more set job, so you can assign them whatever roles you want. They have fairly common torsos, and they all look good. But this one in the end here has in her ear a wireless, I don't know what they're called. I honestly don't know what they're called, actually. Like the AirPods things, but that's a brand, so I actually don't know what they're called. But there we go. So that's all of these. Some of these do have an alternate face, I think. Yeah, that one. That one. This one. And not this one. So there they all are. Quite different to their other faces. Final 2 minifigures, and they're both children. The boy there has the propeller hat, and that's a new thing, I believe, for last year or 2 years ago now, actually, maybe. And he also has a skateboard there, but you can give a skateboard to anyone. And alternate face wise, we have one there, and it's fine. Around the 3 smallest things in the set, we have a simple little bicycle down here, and I would just like to say, it appeared to have changed the bicycle this year. Now you have to put the wheels on yourself. This is the 2nd time I've had to do that for a 2020 set, so technically last year. But yeah, it's not very easy. It took me actually about 5 minutes to get the wheels on this, which is a bit ridiculous. Then we have this criminal's bike, which I think looks very good. I do like this fairing piece. It's just using the usual chassis piece, and it has a grappling hook on the end there, so you can grab onto something. I will show you what it's meant to grab onto in a bit. And then, yeah, looks good, pretty simple. And then we have the police ATV, which Lego have made hundreds of police ATVs. Maybe not hundreds, but tens. And I think this is okay. It's not the best one, definitely. I don't think this is a good choice of wheels for the ATVs. But, yeah, for something they've made so many of, it's not too bad. And that on the front there is a sticker, not a print. We have Harl Hubbs's very modified bicycle, I'm assuming. That's what it started as. This has got a lot of bits and bobs on it. It's got lifesaver ring, a tap, which the lifesaver ring's attached to, popcorn, a mop, dynamite, which is slightly worrying, a seat, a ladder, a life jacket, and the ladder that just fell off, attached on the side, a chain, which is supposed to be stowed in here, like that, and a coffee mug down there as well. Oh, and this chair is actually just sitting on a box, but the box is empty. I will say I like this a lot, and I think it looks very good. However, I don't like the the flotation device thing. Hang on, and that barely fits in there. But it's this, because this doesn't fit on a stud very well. But otherwise, yeah, I like this, and yeah, I think it does look good. I like the mop piece as well. That's nice. Now we have a fire helicopter, and as with the police ATV, Lego have made tens of these, and most of them use this canopy piece here, and it can make them look pretty much all the same. I don't think this one looks that different. It does maybe look a little bit different, the shaping used in this area. It has got a printed tail piece, which is interesting. And it's even more interesting that they haven't used the set's number. They've used 60409. So that's interesting. I don't know why they chose to do that. But it also has a net on the side, so you can get so you can rescue a cat that gets stuck on the top of a big building. I'll show you the cat on the big building. This folds up. You get the register in the right position, and then got just a control stick and a place for the minifigure to sit, and that's really it. This little pop at the back spins as well. Here we have a little tram station. This goes with the tram that's also included in the set. We'll get to that later. And we have a fair few stickers here. We have 2 stickers here for the machine with the cans of drink in them, and they have the Vita Rush made up brand on them, and the printed, well, they're printed, and also the printed top piece, the transit, and these 2 are stickers here, and there's a little keypad over there where you can get your tickets. And this is pretty simple. That's really it. I do think it looks quite good though, and we'll get to the tram in just a little bit. We have the limousine, which is very long, and it does look like a normal city car that has been stretched. I think this does look good. Sorry, I bumped the camera there. I don't know about this idea for the roofing. It's a bit square, well, very square actually. But all this comes off as one, and then that's where the VIP goes. And there's a computer screen there and a coffee cup. And the doors open, and then at the front, bump the camera again, there's a place for the driver to sit with the printed console, and also opening doors on each side. And this seems fine to me. I mean, there's not really a problem with it. It's made out of 2 of the smaller car chassis, and they're just attached together. Got some inverted plates underneath it, and that's pretty much how it's made. And I do think it looks okay, apart from the roof, which is a bit blocky. It's also sometimes not very easy to get the roof back on. We have the city diner with the burger on top. You can pull the burger off, but I do like how the burger's made. It does look very good. It's yeah, good. That's probably not going to go back on that. That wasn't supposed to come off like that. There we go. Now this does use quite a lot of stickers. 5 to be exact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I do think they look good. And the doors open. And then around this side, this window also opens, so you can use that as a drive-through. Although it's on the client side. We have ketchup and mustard bottles there. A cash register. Underneath there, there's some storage for something, but there's nothing in there. There is a frying pan and some cups, a coffee maker, and that's pretty much it. It's a bit simple. Well, there's the seating area with the burger at it, but apart from that, there's not a huge amount else. And yeah, I think it does look good though. Yeah, it does look good. We have the stage and, well, music performing area bit. This is raised up off the ground, which makes sense for a stage. It's got some barriers there, 2 massive speakers which are on Technic pins so you can rotate around, and a microphone on a stand, and some lights up at the top. Those lights are a bit of a pain to angle all the same way, but yeah, some space in there, nothing in there though. But this is fairly simple, but it does do its job, and it looks pretty cool. Here is the park place with a statue in it, which probably is the most noticeable thing immediately, because it is a monofig, all one colour. Not entirely though, the hands aren't exactly one colour, but it looks good, and it's got a sword there. The lights, I do like the coloured lights going throughout it, however they are a pain to line up. These aren't exactly 100% lined up properly. I've just knackered that one. Down here, there's a pie and a kind of pastry thing, along with this. I don't understand what this is supposed to be. Maybe you know. And there's some seats here, 2 lampposts which are holding up the lights, a couple of trees which look good, a couple of bits of fencing. It's actually a fountain, I would assume, that this statue's on. And yeah, nothing else really. I do think this looks very good, but it's definitely very simplistic. We have the tram now, and the ends of the tram are symmetrical, so I'm just going to take one end here, come off with these ball joints, and take it away. And we're just going to open one end of it. So, you can open the window here to put the minifigure in. I just broke the window off. That's there. Okay, so you can put a minifigure in, or you can take the whole thing off, but it's quite hard to do because there's a lot of studs holding it on. There's just a seat and a printed console there. Now in the passenger section, there's 2 doors on each side, and the roof comes off, and there's 2 seats in there, which means in total this tram, excluding the driver's seats, has 4 seats, which seems ridiculously little. Double that would have been okay, but still a bit on the short side, but 4 is ridiculous. And then the middle section is just very simple. I mean, it's not much to it. It's got a pantograph on top. So this is pretty simple. I mean, it can run on the rails. It's got these little wheels on it, the little cart wheels. But yeah, this is very, very simplistic. I mean, 4 seats is ridiculously little, to be honest. But, you know, what you're going to do. Bottom floor on the outside is obviously the doors, and they can be opened. 2 of them. There's a little bit of detailing up here. And these 2 side segments are built afterwards and can be added on and changed around and taken off as you wish. Oh, good grief. There we go. Oh, I broke it. Oh, God. Yeah, we're just going to leave that now. But round the back on the inside on the bottom floor. Over here in the one I knackered up, grief, I've knackered that, is a cup trophy piece. And over here is another cup trophy piece. And then here we have, I'll just remove this out, a key in a case protected by security lasers. That's what this is supposed to be. And you can rotate them around. And there's also a security camera just here. And then that's what the guy on his motorbike is supposed to try and come and steal. But what you can also do is put his grappling hook through these windows. So let's just get his grappling hook. Hang on, it's stuck on something else. Good grief. Okay, there we go. So let's stick it through here. And then he can just pull that out. It doesn't always come out perfectly, but there we go. And then he can get at the cup. Thing. It's not very easy to put it back, which is one complaint. I mean, that is very difficult to put back. Oh, good grief. We're knackering this place. But there we go. Okay, I'm just going to leave that. Then up on the next story, we have a balcony where the mayor can stand. And on the second floor, up on the inside, is a clock on the wall there, and his desk, which has a letter on it, cup, glass on, and a bit of briefcase. And then this here is supposed to be a spot for the umbrella. Sorry, this umbrella here, but the umbrella constantly falls out of it because it's not quite tall enough, which is a bit annoying. And then up on this floor, in the back here, there's the cat, which you're to rescue with the helicopter, and this door, which just goes into a spot, which is behind the clock. And then, yeah. So overall, I think this place would be a lot better if it just had a bit more detail. This building, it looks very nice from the outside, but a bit more detail really wouldn't hurt it, especially on the inside. But yeah, all the spare parts included in the set, and there are quite a few here, but for the size of the set I would have expected more. But there are quite a few big pieces, especially in the big building. In fact, there was 5 bags, I believe, to make the big building, and only one of them had any spare parts in it at all. So yeah, and there's only one printed one, which is the pastry piece here, but you do get another gold key, which is pretty cool. So there we go, we're at the end. This is a very big set with a very large amount of things, and overall I do think this set is pretty good. There's some things here that I really like, such as the park and the diner and some of those things, and then there's some things that I feel are a bit more lacking, like the big building, and that is a bit of a problem because the big building does take up a huge amount of the parts and a huge amount of building time, and it looks very good. It could have just done with more detail on the inside. It really is lacking in the amount of detail, but I mean, yeah, it's a shame because it is really nice, and I wish that tram had more seats in it. I mean, 4 is so little. But yeah, I think it is I think it is a good set. It's very expensive, but it's very big. So yeah. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.